Well, hello there. Hello, dear Leos. Sending you love, light, and Reiki. It is your Oracle Medicine here to pass along the word from the divine in the week of February 5th to the 11th. And to begin here, we have the Page of Pentacles. So do you find yourself with some new prosperity? Do you find yourself with some new money? Do you find yourself with some new material gain? Do you find yourself with a new skill? Do you find yourself doing a new health? You on a new health program? Do you find yourself with some new material gain? You got a new house. You got some new material possession going on there. There's some new material abundance, some new skills, a new career, new job. This is really exciting. Yes. And this is definitely a stage where one is learning how to. They're still in the baby stages. They have no clue necessarily, or they have a clue, but they're kind of. It's kind of a test and trial run, right, Leos? It's kind of a test and trial run, if you will. This is kind of all a trial run. We're kind of doing trial and error. You know, this is a time where one is still learning. It's a time for being practical and pragmatic. It's a time for taking methodical steps and being very analytical, but one is kind of learning in this process towards the beginning of the month, right? One is really kind of learning about that. So it's not something that's necessarily seasoned and set in stone. This is time for kind of learning your craft, learning your skill, learning that which has come new. For those of you who have children, you might find that if your children are sun in an earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo, you might find yourselves. You might find that this is that person that's going on towards the end of the week. Perhaps your child is kind of on the spotlight here towards the beginning of the week. Perhaps or a childlike person is on the spotlight towards the beginning of the week for you. And this doesn't have to be a childlike person who. This doesn't have to be necessarily a child, but a childlike person. And generally speaking, this represents a child, but a childlike person nonetheless. Someone who's still very immature, but is learning and they are at the same time. They like the idea of being methodical and being pragmatic, and they like the idea of really honing in on a skill and being traditional. They like that idea, and so they're kind of going with it. So that's kind of what the beginning of the week is showcasing, if you will. As we get towards the middle of the week, we have the Knight of Swords. So those of you who are thinking about traveling by plane, it could be saying that this is not necessarily the best time to be traveling by plane for some of you Leos. Not the best time to be traveling by air, if you will. Not the best time to be taking planes or getting in jets or anything like that. It's probably a good time to just kind of travel in different ways if you are going to travel. It's just not a good time to travel by plane specifically. This can also be a matter of miscommunications going on. Someone who is a little bit more seasoned than, say, the Page, who is a younger childlike person. This is more of a teen, very young adult type of person who they are still within that area of trial and error, and they're still kind of figuring things out, but they're at least they're very passionate about it, and they're very forward about it, and they are big believers in what they believe in. This is someone who is a big believer in what their belief systems are, and how they think, how they communicate. This is someone who is very strong in their communication, yet not yet as seasoned as, say, a king or queen. Someone who has a little bit more experience, but they got a lot of force behind their communication. They got a lot of strength behind it, a lot of power behind it, because they're very passionate about it. Here in the reverse side, however, we're seeing someone who is probably spreading around a few rumors, probably a lot of gossip going on, probably someone who's saying some very hurtful things, who has absolutely no clue what they're talking about, but they're just kind of saying it out loud anyway because They're upset, they're angry. This could be someone who's trying to micromanage a situation when they really don't have they really don't know the flavor, right? They're trying to get into the Kool-Aid, don't know the flavor. Trying to micromanage a situation when they really have no clue what it's really about. You know, this is kind of that person, and they're kind of getting upset about it, and so they're kind of, you know, they're kind of being very hurtful with their words per se. So this could be that person going on in your life right now, dear Leos. If it's a person you know, I have to say that from my experience, sometimes it could be a person that it can be yourself, but definitely someone you are close to you going on right now. And then we get towards the middle of the week and we get the Seven of Swords. Oh, the Seven of Swords is coming in. So do you find yourself being tricked? Do you find that people are telling lies, which would make total sense here with the Knight of Swords? Do you find people telling lies, being tricksy, you know, to try to get something out of you? This is someone that is, it's in reverse, so it's someone that is trying to do it when it's actually at a bad time to do it. It's not a good time for trying to extract information from people. It's not a good time for trying to be like conniving and a little bit thievish and trying to like sneak and get some stuff out of you. It's not a really good time for that. Now, on the other hand, this can also be expressing someone who is letting their guard down a little too much. And so this person could be taking things away from them, but in the way of technologies and communications and the mind and the intellect, and yet they've lost from it too. So it wasn't serving either one of you. This person took this information from you, and so now you don't have this information or this technology or this intellect, whatever that might have been, anymore, and yet it's not really serving them either. So it's kind of a lose-lose situation. At first they were trying to take it from you because they thought they'd win it, but actually it's not doing them no good either. And that could totally be the Knight of Swords here towards the beginning of the week there. And then we run into the Page of Cups in reverse. So there's some blocked energy going on here in the emotional field. Some new emotions have come up and might have come into someone's life, and there's some blocked energy there. One is not really tapping into that energy. They feel it, they're not used to it. Okay, someone might not be very used to it. It just kind of seems funky. Like it doesn't feel like I understand that it's there, but what do I do with this? Why is it in my life right now? And those of you who have childlike people or children in your life, this could also be expressing another child. This can also be expressing the experiences of a child. This can be expressing a child who is very sensitive and very emotional. And they're probably crying out to you a lot. And they're probably, or they could be someone who, cries and kind of goes their own way. But I don't know a lot of children that really do that. Do you? I see children, I see them being sensitive. I see them wanting to cry to mama or cry to daddy or cry to the person that is their guardian that's there in their life right now. Or I also see them being like real quiet and shy and timid and kind of to themselves. Remember that this is a child. They don't understand necessarily what's going on within themselves. Okay, so you got to be patient with them. You got to be compassionate and understanding with this. This is not necessarily someone who is more seasoned and kind of really knows how to live in the world just yet. They're still really learning that. So have some compassion. Have some compassion. Address their feelings. Take it slow. Allow them to express themselves the way that they need to express themselves, and be very open to that, because they don't yet understand what's going on in the world. And even if they did, we still need to learn how to be open to each other's feelings about how to express our feelings. So just kind of some food for thought there. And then we get towards the end where we have the Nine of Pentacles. Okay, so I'm going to let you know that this is saying towards the end of the week, you need to just go ahead and take care of yourself, my dear Leos. Okay, this is saying this is some time where you kind of just need to kind of sit with you and enjoy everything. Enjoy all of your hard-earned work. You don't gotta share it with everybody all the time. This is a time where you just really just need to share it with yourself. Take you on a vacation. Enjoy that beautiful, beautiful home that you have, that beautiful home that you work so hard to get, that you work so hard to maintain. Enjoy that. Enjoy, treat yourself out. Treat yourself out to dinner. Lavish yourself. Go buy some new clothes. But take care, pamper yourself. Go to a spa, get a massage, get your nails done, just really take care of you and pamper you. This is a time for you towards the end of the week. You've been working so very hard all week long. This is a time for you towards the end of the week, my dear Leos. This is a time for you. I'm just seeing that it's kind of a very busy week going on here, kind of looking at everything right now. I'm just seeing this kind of a very busy week. And there's a lot of ups and downs going on, and that's okay. And tensions happen to kind of bring harmony. This is just one of those normal weeks where, it's not the greatest, but it's not the worst. And it's kind of just here. It's driving me nuts, but I'm here. I'm dealing with it. And I get to go take care of myself towards the end of the week anyway. So I'm going to go ahead and get through all of this and make sure that I tend to my body. My body, okay? My body, my skin, my hands that allow me to make money, okay? Hold money in my hands which allow me to work, to craft, to build, to have a skill, to hold my children. They do so much for us all the time, and we just do not acknowledge and say thank you enough to our hands. My legs, that allow me to walk, that allow me to run, that allow me to swim. My legs that allow me to, sit, that allow me to rest, that allow me to curl in and be warm. My good feet, my loving good feet that walk all day, they to and fro. I get to enjoy myself towards this weekend. I get to enjoy myself. Make some plans for yourself this weekend, my dear Leos. You deserve it. You absolutely 100% deserve to make some plans for yourself. You've been doing so much hard work. You deserve to take a vacay. The lovers pop in towards the end of this week. As a spirit helper for you, Leos, that's what pops in. The lovers. Oh, the lovers. Ooh la la. They say love each other. And I am going to actually open up the book because this is the first time I've worked with the lovers. And so I enjoy the process of learning just as much as the rest of you. And I will speak here. It says passionate love seems to be the realm of fairy tales and romantic epics, but it truly is a part of your life and being too. Know that when you draw this card, you are a beautiful being, worthy of bliss, romance, and adoration. There is a god and a goddess for everyone, and you are about to discover that for yourself. Know that within you is everything you need to draw to you, perfect love and perfect trust. Know that physical and soul passion can be ignited. Asking is the beginning. Your search for a soulmate is over, because with you now is the truth. By believing in your true nature, the passionate and romantic being that you are drawing to you the one who will adore you. Be quiet and still and believe. Sensual delight, physical ecstasy, and bliss are yours. And a little bit about the lovers. It says, these beings have been through many trials in order to be together. They are true soulmates, but their relationship is one which is fed each day with embraces, sweetness, and passion. They remind us that in order to love well, we must actively love each day, and that to neglect our lover is to ultimately neglect our own happiness. They speak to us of the necessity of romantic gestures that keep love alive is as simple as watering a garden daily to keep the plants in full health. Their own love is guarded by the Dragonfae, whose blood they carry. Your own relationships will be protected and looked over by a being of the Dragonfae, who will ensure that your true love will come to you when you treasure this love enough to nurture it and have it grow, and to share the love in your heart with the other, generously, honestly, with courage. You will find love, and it will be sacred. Protect it, and know that you have your own Dragonfae guardian who will ensure this comes to be. When you believe and love yourself truly from the depths of your heart. Divinatory meanings here say your relationship needs tending, as do all things that live. It could be time to make a romantic gesture, to love another as you would wish to be loved, to understand that love cannot flourish when there is mistrust and anxiety. You may be despairing that your relationship may never match your dreams. Please know that your true love lies within your own willingness to believe that you too can experience passionate love, and that you are well worthy of its ecstasies, no matter your beliefs about your age, your health, your beauty. You are a beloved one. The Dragonfae know this. Now they ask you to know this too. Working with the lovers talks about creating self-loving moments in your day. Creating self-loving moments in your day. Allow yourself to feel loved. Feel how loved you are by the Dragonfae and by the entire consciousness of all that is, and offer to yourself gestures and small acts of kindness that will further allow and attract passionate love into your life. Know that sensuality and physical union and bliss are birthrights, and that you deserve these experiences now. Allow any feelings of need to fall away and replace them with a deep knowing that you are worthy of love. That's beautiful words coming in from the lovers. You know, I was researching this one time, because I too am looking for love. This is all personal, but I'm going to share it with y'all because I love y'all and y'all my people. I was researching this one day, and I found myself coming across a message that said, in order to find love, in order to attract a lover into your life, you must begin to act as if that lover is already there. That whole divine law of attraction, acting and putting and presenting and walking your life as if you already have what it is you truly desire. How do you do that? Ask yourself, what is your lover like? Who are they? How do they work with you in your life? Ask yourself, is this someone who, are you a dog person? Is this person also a dog person? Do you find that you maybe love going to the same places, the same venues? Do you listen to the same music? What is your lover like? Imagine your lover being in your life right now and in everything that you do. How would they respond? Act. What kind of emotions? How would you feel if you had this lover? How would you feel? Bringing in that feeling. How would you feel if you were sharing these tender moments with your lover? How would you feel? Feeling plus thought equals intention. When you put feeling and thought together, you get intention. You get the manifestation that. You get that. You get the manifestation. The affirmation is feeling and thought combined. The mental and the emotional combined. Okay? And you will bring in exactly who you want if you just believe in yourself. If I picture myself, I'm driving in a car, I'm listening to my kind of music, and I'm just picturing my lover sitting in the next seat on side of me, and or they might be the driver, you know, and they're jamming out with this music with me. We have to see ourselves in the moment as if it's happening now. And we have to love and enjoy this moment because we're going to be able to share this moment. We're sharing this moment with our lovers. So you got to put yourself in that space now. You can't wish for it to happen, hope for it to happen, and you can't do that. You can do that if you want to, but you're going to keep wishing and hoping for something to happen instead of affirming that it's happening now today. So how do we affirm that it's happening now today? The lovers here, they just really wanted me to share that. That just really came through for me. And I hope that was also real medicine for you. The Nine of Pentacles here, that's about that self-love, baby. That's about that self-love. You've worked real hard this week. You enjoy your accomplishments this week. Absolutely. And those of you who are new coming in, some of you might have already been following me, but those of you new coming in, how easy it is for us to call in the spirit of the lovers. I call to you, spirit of the lovers, and just like that, already their energy starts pouring in. The magic starts to pour in just like that. Now, if you can get to a space where you can meditate or where you can journey on this, those of you who are shamanically inclined, great. Please do that. However, I also want to make these, you know, it's been very real to me that Spirit says they want me to make this, they want me to let you know that it doesn't have to take 15 minutes out of your day, 20 minutes out of your day. It doesn't have to. Unless you have the time. They really appreciate it when you do put forth the time. But they appreciate it when you think of them. They appreciate it when you call to them, when you speak of them, when you feel them. They appreciate that too. Because you're allowing them in. You're trusting them and you're allowing them into your sacred space. Okay, and in that way you're walking with them. So you don't necessarily have to meditate or journey to them to make that happen. You can walk with them throughout your daily life, calling them in to helping you out. That's really, 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 really profound. That's something that they really want me to bring to the forefront. How easy it is, how effortless it is for you to be able to call on the spirit of the lovers. Bring them through. Check out this beautiful, beautiful image. If you need help imagining the lovers, bring through the energy. Bring them through. Bring them through. Work with them this week. Work with them this week. Dare yourselves to believe. Work with them this week. That's the message from the divine. Sending you love, light, and Reiki. I am your oracle medicine. And I wish you the best week ever. I'll see you next reading. Aha.